common carp is a hardy greenish brown fish, and they are native to Asia but have been introduced into Europe and North America and elsewhere. They're a large scaled fish with two barbels on each side of the upper jaw. The carp lives alone or in schools, small schools, in a quiet, weedy, muddy bottom ponds, lakes, and rivers. They are omnivorous, and in rooting around for food, they often roil the water up, increasing the turbidity and adversely affecting plants and animals. Okay, so as a result, it's often considered they're undesirable, and there's quite a bit of effort in devoting their extermination. However, my experience with carp is that they are an awesome fish to fish for. They're fun, they're easy to catch, and pound for pound, I'm going to have to say, is one of the toughest fights in the water. A 6 pound carp compared to a 6 pound catfish, I'm going to have to say the carp's coming out with some bigger shoulders on that one. But they're, like I say, they're very easy to catch, very fun. One of my number one fish to fish for. I think they're really overlooked as a sport fish. Now, eating wise, I hear they're pretty good to eat. I have eaten them, but I was so young I don't remember them. But anyway, they carp, I'm gonna put them up in my top 5.
Okay, I got one on. It's pill and drag. Pretty sure she's foul hooked, but it's strong. It came out.
They're often raised for food, especially in Europe and Asia, because it's possible to produce a large amount of fish per acre. Two domesticated varieties of the species are the mirror carp. They have few large scales, and the leather carp, they're almost scaleless. The crucian carp is a barbless European relative of the goldfish. In the winter, the carps become torpid. They retire to the bottom and they stop feeding. It's usually in springtime that they really pick their feeding habits back up. Also, in the spring, they spawn. And when the female deposits numerous eggs on plants or detritus, whatever that is, usually in shallow water, the eggs hatch 4 to 8 days later. Carp grow very quickly. They attain sexual maturity about their 3rd year, and in captivity may live longer than 40 years. They average about 14 inches in length. Here they're a little bit bigger, and they can grow to huge weight. 60 pounds is not uncommon for carp.
I was getting bites like crazy out here. Oh man, look at that. He is taking off. Oh, don't come on. Oh, he's everywhere. Is that in the mouth? This net out here. There it is. Probably what, 10, 12 pounds?
Carp are considered invasive fish. They feed heavily on plankton. They feed on invertebrates and detritus. I'm going to have to figure out what that is. And they often upset aquatic food webs in the areas that they're introduced because they eat so much plankton. Species of Asian carp, this is something you may not know, are such as grass carp. I didn't think they were Asian, but bighead carp. I mean, I knew they came from Asia, but anyway, bighead carp, black carp, and silver carp. They were all brought to North America during the 60s and 70s to control the growth of noxious aquatic plants, snails, and other pest organisms in ponds and fish farms and small lakes. Floods and bait release by sport fishers have allowed members of these species to colonize our river systems, such as Mississippi and Illinois, Lake Michigan, Great Lakes. Pretty much anywhere there's water, you're going to find these invasive species of carp. As you watch our videos here, these little video clips, that's what we're catching, is we're catching the Asian carps. We catch a lot of silver and a lot of bighead carp in these videos. I think, like I said, I put carp up there as one of my top 5 fish to catch of all time.
My lure my reel's messing up on me. Folks, this is a blast. Yeah, they're silver carp. They're an invasive species. But if you like catching big fish on a rod and reel, this is yours right here. Man, I tell you, wow. Boy, he's heavy. Yeah, that dude is heavy. Man.
If you've watched our videos last year, you'll see a video where I talk about making a pack bait. A pack bait is made with planko, which is breadcrumbs, sweet corn, whole kernel sweet corn, and a flavoring, either Kool-Aid or Jello, strawberry, cherry, grape, whichever one you want to use. Well, anyway, in these little video clips you see right here, you'll see how the pack bait works. It goes into the water and it'll slowly disperse and spread that scent throughout the water system, and carp and other fish come looking for that scent, and then you got your hook in there and bam, you catch fish if they pick it up. So that's how that works. Now, other baits that I like to use is just whole kernel corn by itself. You can also use potatoes, like canned potatoes, maybe even the sliced potatoes. I've used them. They catch fish on their own. However, I usually like to always throw in a little bit of Jello or Kool-Aid seasoning. Usually strawberry or cherry is what I use. We have used grape, anything like that. Now, I'll be doing videos this year on a dough ball that I make and show you how to make it. We've caught our biggest carp ever on that dough ball, so stay tuned for that. I've talked to people, quite a few people now, who said they've never ever fished for carp. They'll catch a carp by accident here or there. After watching this video, I hope you take initiative to go out and target carp. Try it one time. I tell you what, they are so exciting to catch. You really have no idea how strong they are until you hook into a 14 to 20 pound carp. They will take you for a ride. Luke, Catfish and Carp, has a fishing video with him and Stephen Douglas where they go to the Kentucky Dam and fish for Asian carp on rod and reel. And they say the same thing. They say, we don't know why anybody would not want to catch these. They are just a super fighting fish. The common carp, as well as the Asian bighead silver, they are all very strong, very tough, very hardy fish. I'll be doing a catch, clean, and cook on Asian carp this year as well. So stick around for that video too.
What are you talking about? Creek Beaters TV? That's awesome.